The age of Aquarius is everything can happen very quickly because you don't have the gravitational fields that are holding everything in place now. Okay, Aquarius is a totally different creation than we've just had for the last 2,000 years. And the Pluto transition now in the short range just came out of Capricorn, where everything was structured, everything was geared to a law and order and timing and kind of set in stone, so to speak. Not going to get changed that fast. You probably did need bombs to blow things up, physical ones. You had to have physical wars to make something happen. You don't have to have those in the age of Aquarius because a certain amount of the gravitational structure has been changed and can change very quickly. We're in the quantum realm now. We are starting to move up into this next realm where the fields, the electromagnetic fields, so on and so forth, that we've been stuck in all of our lives, plus probably the last 2,000 years, are being released and changed so that you can have instantaneous change. It was one way here, and then it's the next instant, it's there. And now we're starting to move, not quite as fast as the speed of light, but the whole dynamics of the Aquarian age versus where we've just been have flipped very quickly. And that's why everybody is feeling, oh man, this is going too fast. This is going too fast. This change is too fast. It couldn't even go at that speed a year ago. But part of it is the double whammy we have astrologically, and that is the entire background of the age of Aquarius they sang about, that's going to last 2,500 years, and the planet Pluto, which is transformative. Its nature is not Aquarian. Its nature is to hold it and keep it rooted. Well, it just got connected with Aquarius by going into Aquarius, and it broke that pattern. So right now you are seeing things happen at such a lightning speed you can't believe it. And so yes, it does throw a shock to people, because let's talk about the concept of what we've just spoken with astrology. There's two of you right there. Everyone is born with an astrological chart. Everyone is born with a pattern that they have, be it they know it or not, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter whether they believe in astrology or not. It's there. It's real. It exists. So, now every one of them has to deal with this grander change and live to function in it. Some will love it, and some will just be absolutely pull their hair out and be extremely afraid, depending upon what the combination of their astrology is. And the question really should be from anybody is, what am I involved in that a person like me, in terms of just not personally, but because I've had the education to be able to read the signs and the symbols, can look at me, can, the day they're born, I can turn around and write what's going to happen to them at the age of 20 with the dates for that year. How can that happen? What in the world are we in? And of course, we think we all have free will, right? And we are here for a duration. And by that, what I mean is you can't dematerialize and undo yourself. The question of to be or not to be, I never understood. Do you have a choice? We have a creator. We have been created. And we're on a journey where we can create consciousness now. And we can do what we call evolve. Okay, you can go to the fifth dimension if you are willing to do the work and experience those frequencies. Okay. So what's going on? And Aquarius, by the way, rules the sign of astrology. And so we will better understand in the next 2,500 years the matrix that we are in and the programs that it presents to us year after year. We do get a change in the transits. It's the same personality profile we keep working with. We are here at the behest of our soul, not because we, as some little bipedal creature down here, that has full control of their life, because they don't. You work with who you are, what you are, your relationship with your soul, a goal and a long-term agenda that's far beyond even the age of Aquarius to evolve into. That's the spiritual realm. But I'm not going to go into that right now. And obviously, if we've got any appreciation of history, we understand that we are one in many. Our civilization is one in many civilizations. And then if you want to get into ray structures, if you want to go into the spiritual world, we've got the fourth ray coming in, which is harmony through conflict. And I remember reading the history, and I believe it was Ethiopia, way back when. Their wars, so to speak, engaged in whoever the spokesman for the tribe or whatever on the other side of the mountain comes up to the top of the hill and screams and tells them verbally, I'm going to do this to you and do that to you and so on and so forth. Gets done, goes down to his people and says, we did it. That was their war. Their war was verbal. Okay. They didn't have to have bows and arrows and kill people. Okay. And so harmony through conflict can be done by voice. You've certainly experienced a lot of it in the last, we had 4 years of it, and now we're going to have probably another set of 4 years with a spokesman who will use words to make change and uproot things that are there that need to be dislodged. And he's not going to use bombs and whatever and try to physically damage the earth or people on it. So that's also going to be a difference for humanity. But there does need to be some rearranging of some social structure. And Aquarius is going to do it. And its changes are probably going to be relatively quickly. Because, like I said, the symbol is the lightning bolt. It's going to come down, flash, change the electromagnetic pattern of which we and this entire structure is composed of. And then it gets rewired, so to speak. And we move forward, but something has changed. Rather than having to take bombs and blow up physical buildings to get rid of the old past. And that's one of the things, by the way, that's discussed in Bailey, is like World War II and all of the damage and destruction in Europe was to take those old patterns and let them go that were composed of the history of those buildings and all of that which is transpired within them. And that was the only way you could kind of unseat it at that point in time. We're going to unseat things and make changes without blowing up everything and having to destroy it physically.